signs, how's it going? These readings are for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So if you want to skip to your reading, you can go ahead and find your timestamp in the description down below. And I just want to say that this moon energy is about the full blue moon energy, which is also about the energy around using our spirituality and our practicality and like balancing them both together. So it's kind of like our energy right now is like really focusing on balancing our intuition and our instincts and all of that sort of thing with our mind and our logic and our thoughts and all sort of that energy, right? I feel like that is kind of like the energy we're going with for these readings, as well as the supermoon brings an energy around looking into why our emotions are running high at this time, as well as the blue moon phase, right? I know it was a blue moon yesterday, but going forward, this blue moon energy is still in the air, right? It's still the energy until the new moon arrives. So with that being said, it's like believe in the impossible. So believe that your dream or your desires may be a possibility during this time. So let's just get into it. And remember, these readings are general, so they may resonate with you. They may not, and that's okay. Just take what you want and leave the rest. And hi Taurus, how's it going? This is your reading. If you did miss the intro, this reading is about the full supermoon energy moving forward between now and when the new moon arrives. We're just going to see what Mama Moon and the universe has to say for you today. So it's kind of like going with the energy of like believing in the possibility of your desires, your dreams, or whatever your thoughts are at this moment, as well as looking at if your emotions are running high, and if they are, it's kind of just the energy we're in right now, just because we had 2 full moons in August. So that definitely raises some emotions and some energy. So you're going to be looking at that, as well as balancing your spirituality and your practicality and how that is going to affect you moving forward during this moon phase. Let's see. This is your mixture of your current energy and your past energy, just to see how this energy is going to influence what is coming for you in this moon phase going forward. So you do have the Princess of Cups, and I feel like she is a strong indicator that you are learning something or you're in the process of learning things. So maybe for some of you, you are a student and you're going back to school, or you're considering taking some classes for something. You know, I just feel that energy for some of you, Taurus. I feel like this energy is also about, the Princess of Cups, and she's always like a dreamer and a believer and that sort of thing. And that is kind of the energy we're looking for today as well, believing in the impossibility, believing in the impossible. So let's just see what possibilities this reading is going to bring for you for sure. You also have the King of Wands in the dark. With the King of Wands in the dark, I'm kind of feeling like for some of you, maybe you've had some letdowns recently, or you're worried about being let down for some reason or other, and I'm feeling like that energy is kind of like really heavy on you right now. I feel like there's some worry, maybe a little bit of stress around finances, or some stress going on with one of your in your relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a relationship with a partner. It could be a relationship with a family member or friend. Just kind of feeling that energy right now. I'm also feeling like I feel like maybe your expectations are a little bit higher than what has happened recently. Maybe that's where the letdown came from. So let's just see how that energy is, because it's kind of like you do have some positive energy. You are looking forward to what's coming for you, but at the same time it's a little bit of hesitant and a little bit of doubt. So let's just see where that is coming from. This wanted to come out for you. Ooh, Taurus, what is going on here? There. You have the moon, so I feel like the moon is kind of like indicating the moon energy right now. Remember, believing in the possibilities, emotions are running high. I can see your emotions are running high. It's like, you have these expectations, but can you meet these expectations? And it's just, I could just feel you like trying to do so many things at once right now, and like not really knowing what direction to go into, and like not really having that motivation to do it at the same time. You know, with the moon in the dark, I'm feeling like there's some things that you may not be aware of. I don't know if you're like blocking some opportunities, like not intentionally, but like not unintentionally, just because you're like having these doubts and you're like worried about the expectations, or you're like worried whatever it is not going to meet your expectations, is what I'm trying to say here. I'm just feeling that energy for you. You know, I kind of feel like for some of you, it's about learning to trust your intuition again. Like, I don't know if you felt like your intuition let you down, or, you know, like, if you're like considering, like, should I really trust my intuition, or should I just, you know, should I just know what's going on, you know? I just feel like there's some kind of thing, like, seeking some truth and, like, trying to figure out what's right for you, what's not right for you. And I feel like that alone is causing you some heartache going on here. And I feel like the situation has to do with money, because you also have the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like there's an energy about trying to plan your long-term goals, like trying to plan what's coming for you. And it's like, I feel like you are getting results, or you're trying to get results. I feel like this is your future energies. I feel like you're very determined on getting results of whatever it is that you're trying to work on. You know, I could feel like some of you are like starting a project, or like just starting something. Like, I don't know if you're like starting a business, or you're starting a new job. I feel like for some of you, this is the start of something moving forward. And also, you know, I just feel like it's a little bit emotional right now, but you know, it's the moon season, right? We've had 2 super moons this month. So, you know, emotions are running extra high, I feel like, right now. You know, and it's also the change of a season, you know, so sometimes in the changing of seasons, that also brings down our energy, I find. You know, it's just, you know, when summer finally comes, we're like, we all have that energy, like we can get outside, we can have those barbecues, you know, all that sort of thing. But then it's like, when that season ends and a new one begins, it's like until it fully begins, like, you know, it doesn't really feel like fall yet, you know, like the leaves are still on the trees and all that sort of thing. So it's like that little line between the seasons is kind of like lowering our energy. It's like, you know, is it too early to take out the fall stuff? Is it too early, you know? With you right now. So let's just see what kind of spiritual messages Mama Moon or the universe or spirits have to say for you today. Can we get a message for the Taurus? What does Taurus need to look forward to? We need some positive energy here. Ooh, there you go. It's strength. You need to have some strength. You need to believe that you got this. You need to believe that you have the confidence and the courage and the determination to get your work done today. You know, I can feel that energy for you. Yeah, and I think going forward too, you also have the Five of Cups. I feel like, you know, love is pleasure. You know, love is pleasure for sure. You also have internal success, and that is the Six of Swords in the dark. So we're going to look at your strength. You know, I do feel like you're seeking strength already, and I feel like moving forward, you're going to find your strength. You're going to find your courage. You're going to find all of those emotions. I feel like you're going to get a hold of yourself and be able to maintain that calmness within yourself to move forward, you know? I'm feeling a little bit of stubbornness and like doubting me a little bit, you know? I can sense that from you right now. But, you know, you have to have faith. You have to believe in the impossible, right? So believe that, you know, it's possible that things are going to turn around for you, and this energy is going to bring some light towards you. With the Five of Cups, I'm feeling like there's an energy about worrying about being let down, and like a little bit of energy about, you know, again with that self-doubt and kind of like worried about moving on. But I feel like whatever it is, I feel like you're going to be able to rebuild yourself or rebuild a relationship or finances or whatever that is for you, that you have the sense that you need to rebuild it, like you need to fix it. I just feel that for you. I feel like it's going to be a challenge and a change for you, but I still feel like you're going to be able to stand up and pick up those cups, you know, and fill them with the potential that you have. You also have, you know, with the Six of Swords in the dark, I'm feeling an energy around, again, like some unresolved feelings. I don't know if there's like something that happened here in your past that you haven't been able to fully heal from, but I feel like you do need to work on, you know, healing your heart and forgiving yourself, you know? We're also in the waning moon phase now that the full moon is over. So in the waning moon phase, that is also about self-forgiveness and forgiveness of others. You know, sometimes even if we don't feel like forgiving someone for something, just the idea of forgiving them can heal our soul, you know, just letting that energy go. You know, maybe they did us wrong or whatever that energy is for you, but just letting that go and just releasing that pain. You know, holding in that pain against someone is not serving you, and like they're not feeling it. So You know, just release it. You know, if they deserve it or not, it's just for your own peace and your own energy to move forward from whatever that was for you. Because I do see like there's some potential for you. I do feel like you're going to regain your strength. I do feel like you're going to find your path. I feel like the black crows here are guiding your path. So when you're going out, look for some black crows and think about when you see them, how do you feel in that moment? You know, maybe there is a little indicator about the crows giving you some light that you're unaware of, you know? Maybe when you're feeling a little bit stressed or something, just look in the direction that they are, look at how you're feeling, and see if it, you know, sparks anything within yourself. You know, I do feel that energy for you. Yeah. I feel like there might be a slow healing. You know, it's a slow boat ride, but you are on the right path, and you are going to get there, and it is reachable. So just have faith and move forward. I'll see you next time. Hi Virgo! How's it going? This is your reading. If you did miss the intro, I did do this reading is based on the super full blue moon energy moving forward. So I just want to base this reading on about, you know, believing in the impossible and working on what is running your emotions high at this time and balancing your spirituality and practicality moving forward during this moon phase until the next moon. New moon arrives, right? Yeah, let's just see this. This is your current and past energy. I don't know why I was going to say your future energy, but this is kind of like what we're going to look at to see how it's going to affect what is coming for you and what to expect during this moon phase. Okay, so you have the Two of Pentacles and you have the Four of Pentacles as well. So I feel like this reading is about your financial situation and like how that is affecting you right now. With the Two of Pentacles, I feel like you have been faced with some choices. I feel like these choices have come with some challenges. I don't know if you've already made a decision about these choices that you had or have. I don't know if it's still something that you're working on now or if you've already made up your mind. But we're going to look at it anyways. I feel like you were really torn between these choices. I feel like you really had to really consider your options. I feel like, you know, you had like a lot of priorities going on. I can feel like you're like trying to multitask different things going on. Maybe is it like trying to figure out home life, work life, if you're a student, you know, student life and everything else, especially if you're like a student that's working. I can feel that energy for you as well for some of you. But you also have, you know, the Four of Pentacles is in the dark. So I feel like this is like testing your earthy materialistic things right now. You know, I can feel an energy about worrying about overspending your money, and I can feel like, you know, a little bit of regret. I don't know if there's like if the regret is about the money situation or if it's something else. I'm also feeling some energy around like just being wanting to surrender. You know, sometimes surrendering yourself to the universe is not always a bad thing. You know, surrendering yourself can also open up new light, you know? It's not always about giving up. You know, sometimes people think giving up is a bad thing. But sometimes, depending on the situation, it's not always a bad thing. Sometimes we grow and learn when we accept how things are and we just, you know, just let the river flow as it's going, right? So let's just see what kind of energy. What is this? How is this going to affect the future? What is the future energy for Virgos? What is this future energy for Virgos? Ooh, you do have the Seven of Cups and the Three of Cups and the Hierophant. What I'm feeling here is that you've been like faced with choices. I can feel that. I can feel like these choices are carrying on into your future. So I don't know if this is like multiple choices that you have to consider or multiple opportunities or options for you. I just feel like there's a lot of things that are going to be coming up that is going to require your attention and your focus to really decide what is going on here. But I feel like the most important thing is when you're deciding these decisions and when you're making these choices and when you're planning for it is to like look at the long-term goal, not just the present moment, you know? Yeah, with the Seven of Cups, I'm feeling like there's an energy around making like smart decisions and like really focusing on what those decisions are. I feel like there's a little bit of worried about missing the opportunity or like choosing the wrong opportunity. You know, I feel like there's energy about like being overwhelmed just by thinking about it and just like, you know, there's a little bit too many choices for you. And it's like you can't decide. I could feel that for you, Virgo, for sure. You know, I could feel like you just want to make the right decision. I can feel that worry. You know, with the Three of Cups as well. Like, I feel like you're in need of a good time, you know? I can feel you're stressed, and I can feel like you're worried about money and all that sort of thing, but I just feel like you're also really in need of like a night out with friends or whatever that energy is for you. I feel like there's like abundance of love coming your way. I also feel like there's maybe a social event coming. I don't know if it's like your birthday or whatever that energy is for you, because it is your birthday season, right? Right. I don't know if some of you are like celebrating your birthday, or you have already, and you just missed that excitement. You know, you win some more excitement already. You know, yeah, I can feel the energy for you. You have the Hierophant as well, with the Hierophant in the dark. I'm feeling like there's an energy around being focused on the old ways and being focused on, you know, how things used to be. You know, I used to be able to do that. You know, I wish, like, I miss who I used to be. But, you know, a lot of people will say, you know, I wish this didn't happen. I can just go to the way things used to be. But no matter how we wish for it, no matter how much we change and try to go back to who we used to be, we can never be who we used to be, because we've grown, we've matured, we've experienced things, we've learned things, and it's just, you can't unlearn things, you can't unexperience your experiences. And I feel like we need to focus on using those experiences and using those things to make us grow and look forward to what is coming next. Yeah, so let's just see what kind of spiritual messages Mama Moon, the universe, or spirits want to tell you today. What kind of messages, what kind of positive messages can we get for Virgo? We need some positive messages for the Virgos. Ooh, there we go. You got the Empress. The Empress is in the dark. You also have the Four of Cups in the light and the Ten of Pentacles in the light. So the money situation is going to get better for sure. You see that? You know, the Ten of Cups is like the money situation is ending with a positive beginning. And I feel like this positive beginning, and you're going to be making money, or you're just going to find, like, I don't know if you're like going to go back to work, or just, you know, I don't know, for some of you, if you're just going to get like a pay raise of some sort, or a promotion, or maybe you're just going to like kickstart your career that you've been wanting, or kickstart that little home business you've been putting off for a while. I just kind of like feel that energy for some of you Virgos for sure. I feel like whatever this is, you just want to make sure that you're on top of things and it's perfect. I just really feel the energy. You have the Empress in the dark though, so I want to, you know, I feel like this is kind of like, you know, emotions running high. I can feel that right now. Like, you know, you want to stay positive, you want to do these things, but, you know, at the same time you have this self-doubt and you feel like you're not doing enough. You feel like you're not making enough money, and, you know, I can just feel that. That's so much energy. I gotcha. And for the Empress in the dark, I'm feeling like there's, I don't know if there's been like some kind of problems in the home life, or like, or if you just feel like, you know, that kind of energy, you know, just kind of like feeling down and like trying to figure things out. I can really feel like, you know, with the Empress as well in the dark, it's kind of like worrying about your finances and being or emotional about the financial situation, and just maybe just emotional about how things are in general. You have the Four of Cups as well. The Four of Cups, I feel like, you know, it's about blending pleasure. So it's like, I know you have a lot of work and a lot of responsibilities and a lot of things to get done. And I feel like for some of you feel like you're doing it alone. You feel like you don't have any support, or, you know, you feel like you're doing it all and don't really have anyone to rely on for help. I feel that for some of you. But I also feel like for some of you, you know, it's working on being connected again. I feel like for some of you, you're just feeling like an energy of being disconnected and just needing excitement. So I feel like, you know, with like the Three of Cups here, maybe you need that night out with friends, you know, just have a good time, or like just, you know, whatever is fun for you. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go out and party or whatever. You know, a good night could just be, you know, going out to dinner with a friend, or like, you know, just having a coffee with a friend or something like that. That just makes you smile and enjoy life again, you know? I can see that. For some of you, I feel like you're going to go on a little road trip with someone, or even if you just go on a little road trip by yourself, just sightseeing and seeing what's out there. I feel that energy for you. That's what I got for you. I'll see you next time, Virgo. Bye. Hi Capricorn, this is your reading. If you did miss the intro, I'm going through the moon phase for this reading. You know, the full blue supermoon energy, right? That's what I'm going with. So with this reading, I'm going to be looking at what you can believe in the impossible, so how that affects your energy, as well as emotions are running high. So you're going to try to look at that, as well as balancing your spirituality with your practicality, moving forward during this moon phase until the next new moon arrives. This one wants to be out for you. I feel like this is your past energy, your past and present energy combined, so that we can look into your future and what is coming for you. For the Hierophant, I am feeling an energy around tradition and commitment and education and learning. I feel like for some of you Capricorns, maybe you're going back to school, or you're thinking about taking up some classes, or you're just learning something new for a hobby. I'm just kind of like feeling that phase where you're learning something new. If you're not like physically trying to learn something new, maybe you just have been learning some life lessons recently. So I don't know if you like learned something new about yourself or your situation currently. You also have the Knight of Wands in the dark, so I'm feeling like, you know, your fire, your passion, your romance and money situation is just, you just feel like it's not where it should be, you know? I just feel that energy for you, Capricorn. You know, I just feel like you're just losing that ambition to succeed and look forward to what is coming for you. I can feel for some of you, you're just feeling a little distracted or preoccupied with other things. Yeah. I feel an energy about being a little impulsive and a little bit worried about some broken promises for some of you, or just some things that just didn't go your way for some reason. You just didn't sit right for you or something like that. You know, I'm just gonna see what this present energy is, because you know, you do have some good energy combined there with the Hierophant, some spiritual energy there. Let's see. Okay, that's not too bad. This is what's coming for you. This is what you can look forward to. You have the Seven of Pentacles here, so that's always a good thing. I feel like the Seven of Pentacles, you do have some choices, or you will going to be presented with some choices and opportunities. You know, I feel like these choices are not made to be taken lightly. You know, I feel like to get the best results, you really need to consider your options and really decide what is the best for you in the long term. You know, like base your decision with these choices on what's the long-term goal, not just the present energy of what you can commit to now, but you know, if you can commit to something for the long term, like, can you really do this for the long term? I feel like that is going to be helpful in making your decisions moving forward. You also have the Queen of Pentacles here. The Queen of Pentacles, I also feel like, you know, she's kind of like about reminding you, like, you are Earth sign, right? You know how to stay grounded. You're very practical, and you know how to manage that practicality, but it's like about matching up and balancing that practicality with your spirituality, right? And it's like matching up that with your intuition and your internal instincts and all that sort of energy with your logic, right? I feel like there's a little bit of an imbalance there, but I feel like you got this moving forward. It's in the light, so I feel like you got this. You're going to be able to figure that out for you, you know? I feel like there's an energy where maybe one of you are going to be dealing with an Aries, or like a Taurus as well for some of you. Also, you have the Ace of Pentacles, so I feel like this is just a new possibility. I'm feeling like you're going to get a fresh new start to something. So I don't know if you're going to get like a new job or like a new position in the job that you already have, or if this is like a jump start to your career, but I'm really feeling like there's going to be like, you know, I feel like this is about your financial situation right now. You know, I feel like all that is going to get better. You know, I just feel that for you. Yeah, let's just see what spiritual messages. What spiritual messages can we get for the Capricorns? What spiritual messages can we get for the Capricorns? Something positive, right? Let's see here. Okay. Oh, the Tower. The Tower, I feel like it's about rebuilding your foundation. So I know like things, you know, were a little bumpy there before, but I feel like things are getting better. I feel like your financial situation is going to get better. And I feel like as your financial situation starts to improve, you're going to be able to rebuild that foundation. You know, for some of you, maybe just needing that change. You know, it's a tongue word, right? So it's a good time to like clean out that closet. You know, get it ready for the fall. You know, like just do something. If you need to change your room around, or change, you know, a room in your house around, just to have that change. I feel like that would really boost your energy moving forward. It's just, you know, just sometimes just little minor changes in our lives can like open like big doors for us and big opportunities, and we don't even realize it until we've done it, eh? And they're like, you know, I did change my room last week. Maybe that's why I'm getting this promotion now, you know? It's kind of like, it's so weird how the universe just, you know, sometimes we just get stuck. I feel like, you know, life is like literally like a video game. We're just trying to get to the next level. And if we're still stuck on the same level, keep doing the same thing all the time, living in the same routine all the time and never changing anything, we're never going to pass it, right? I just feel the energy. You also have the Lovers in the dark. For the Lovers in the Dark, I just feel like it's kind of like representing that crossroads that you're at right now, about trying to look ahead, trying to plan your future, just being stuck on this financial situation. But even though I do feel like it's going to be okay, you know, it may not be the best, but I feel like it's the start of something to look forward to that is positive for you. You know, with the Ace of Cups in the Dark, I kind of just feel like I just feel like this is more about your emotions and like feeling overwhelmed and unmotivated, and like I feel like maybe for some of you feel like you have limitations, and I just feel like for some of you are like withholding that energy. You know, I feel like for some of you like you have this energy, but I don't know if like for some of you you're like holding on to the energy and using it in the wrong way. You know, sometimes it's easier to be angry than it is to be happy. You know, it takes a lot less effort to be angry than it does to be happy, right? You know, like when we smile, we can feel, you know, we can feel the tension in our cheeks smiling compared to like, you know, that takes a lot less effort. I just feel like there's an energy about, you know, trying to build up that energy for good. You know, use that energy to look on the bright side of things moving forward, because you know you do have a possibility here. I know there's some challenges and obstacles in your way, but you know everybody has challenges and obstacles in their way one way or another. You know, I feel like it's just about focusing on yourself and your own energy and your own emotions and how you're looking at things, and don't limit yourself. You know, try new things. You know, take that opportunity when it comes and see where it goes. You know. Yeah, that's some pretty good energy. I'll see you next time, Capricorn. Thank you all for watching and subscribing if you subscribed, and if you haven't, I would like for you to consider subscribing and joining my soul family. I am live every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and Sunday. If you want to check that out, I do answer questions. You know, sometimes I do get a lot of people on my live, so the wait time can be a little bit long, but you know, I will answer your questions if you stay tuned and join the list. It's a free reading. I do take donations if you are wanting to, but it's not expected, as well as I do private readings if that is something you're interested in. You can find the information for that in the description down below. And yeah, nice to see you, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!